Concord drops tomorrow. I almost completely forgot about this game. Last time I talked about it was when the game came out for beta testing and nobody was playing it. This game is likely going to be a huge disaster for Sony. I think that they wanted to grab some of that Overwatch audience, and they're not going to show up for this. Though I could be proven wrong. Maybe it ends up being a massive success. We'll get some idea of that tomorrow when I'm sure many of you will be checking out the Steam charts to see how many people are playing it. By the way, apparently, at least this is what they're claiming, this game has been in development for 8 years. 8 years, they're saying. I don't know how true that is, but that is a long time and a lot of effort to be put into a game just to have it die within a couple of days of its launch. I think this game is going to be a disaster on Suicide Squad levels. That game is pretty much toasted, and it was full of DEI, and it had the Sweet Baby controversy attached to it. Now, as far as I know, Sweet Baby isn't attached to the Firewalk game here. I don't know if anybody consulted on this game. I think someone might have, considering that the game prides itself on identity and representation and all that stuff. I mean, that comes before everything else with this. And I say that because you literally have overweight characters in the 200s. Like, this character probably weighs 250 pounds, this woman. And, you know, you have your pronouns attached right to her. It's a proud point that the developers have made sure to put front and center when they talk about this game. Even the robot has pronouns. There's a robot character. This one. I don't remember if it's a he, they, she, her, whatever, but the robot has pronouns. There's this character right here. Concord lead character designer claims developers are strapped in and ready to push it for years to come. Well, it needs to have a base for this. I think this game has a horrible launch. I mean, we'll see. We'll get that concurrent number. This ain't going to pull in numbers like Helldivers. I'm just going to take a wild guess because we have Steam chart numbers from when this game was in early access and open beta. So this peak right here, this is early access beta. So this is people that pre-ordered it on Steam. We'll unfortunately never get the PlayStation numbers, but we can get an idea from Steam numbers. And early access beta was for people that pre-ordered it. You pre-ordered it, you got a code. That had an all-time peak of 1,124 players. And then the game went into open beta. Anybody could go and download it and check it out. That reached a peak of 2,388 players. That is pathetic. Pathetic. This game could be a massive disaster for Sony because I'm going to guess they sunk a lot of money into it. It looks like they did. The trailer for the game looks like it cost money. It had some nice CGI in there. It looked well done. I mean, I'm separating the character designs from this. I'm talking about on a technical level. The trailer looked really good. It's where they had that guy in the restaurant talking. I don't remember who he was talking to, but it was some nice CGI. I don't know if it was in-game engine, but it looked all right. But this game is not going over well with people. The numbers don't lie. And you even have Forbes asking, does PlayStation's Concord even have a chance? Game journalists are doubting this game's success, saying now on the eve of launch, everyone seems to be bracing for the game to do poorly, very poorly, as suggested by early data. It is a day and date PC release along PlayStation, with the game recently having a free open beta. The concurrent high on Steam was just 2,388 players, with significant drops as the weekend went on. And even if PlayStation is 10 times that, that's still terrible. Even more so because this beta was free and the final release is $40. It is rare I have seen the failure of a game predicted so forcefully ahead of time. Probably not since Suicide Squad, and we all know how that went. With this price, PlayStation is attempting to mirror what they did with Helldivers 2, which was $40 at launch for a live multiplayer game. But here, Concord is diving into a different PvP market, which essentially every major competitor is free to play. That's 100% true. Just about every game like Concord, all of their competitors are free to play. Why would I pay $40 for this? And this is aside from all of the crazy shit that they did to try to woke up this game. The game is still $40. It's not like Helldivers 2, which really there's not much like a game like Helldivers 2. There's not as many of those as are for Overwatch clones. Marvel Rivals is pretty much kind of the same, I believe, and that game will crush this game. People would like that game. You would pay. I don't know if Marvel Rivals is free to play or if they're gonna charge for it. I don't know, but that game stands a chance purely because of the fact that it has the Marvel license. This doesn't have anything. This is a new IP, and I just don't see Overwatch players or hell, another game that they're comparing this to, Destiny players, putting their addictions down to come play this. Why? All of the character designs in those games, despite what you feel about them, are better than this. And most people call this game a mixed bag. They even put it right here in the article. Not a lot of people, I didn't hear a lot of impressive takes on this game. Mostly I saw, if they weren't making fun of it, if they actually played the game, people were not very hyped about it. Concord believes they can earn that cost by not having paid characters or battle passes, but it's a tall order. The vast majority of free-to-play gamers pay nothing, with that difference made up by fewer players who can spend a lot, talking about whales. Every free-to-play game has them. These are the people that spend tons of money, and they make up the difference. That's 100% right. I don't see a lot of whales coming over to Concord unless you're going to play as the one I showed earlier. Here you are demanding every player pay $40 up front in a genre where that is simply not a thing. While I too yearn for the age of gaming where you just paid up front and didn't have to pay more to stay current, the 2024 market does not feel conducive to that. The game itself, well, it's a mixed bag. Some people really like the combat in the beta and want more. Others believe it's too slow or doesn't make enough of an impression. The overall idea is that you really have to stand out in the live shooter space, with audiences now content to keep playing Fortnite, Roblox, and Warzone for the next decade. Nothing's going to touch Fortnite in the live service. That game, and I'm not a fan of the game. I don't like the gameplay. I really don't like those big open world shooters like that where you have to walk 10 minutes to find anybody. And then when I do, I die because I'm not the best at them. So I get taken out fast. I don't have fun with it. I'd rather play something else. If I want to play a challenging game, I'll go play Dark Souls or something. Or Wukong, which is a fantastic game. This game I'm not interested in, and I don't think this game is going to blow anybody's doors off enough that they come and pay $40 for it when they could sit there and play Fortnite for free. And they can run around as Peter Griffin and take out Goku and Gundams or whatever. I mean, every character and franchise has practically got their skins in that game, which is another reason why it'll last a long time, because it appeals to just about everybody. And you don't even have to pay anything. You could just play the game, the base game. So, this is going to be a disaster for PlayStation. And this is an L amongst L's when it comes to woke this week. I didn't even cover this Dustborn story. That's a whole other thing. This game that called itself the wokest game ever is a complete failure. I don't know if they have the Steam numbers on here. Yeah, 72 all-time peak for this Dreamfall game, or Dustborn, or whatever it is. A game that came out as protest against Donald Trump being elected in 2016. Nobody wanted this game either. There's no market for this stuff. Just make the game good. That would help. That would help, but I'm going to guess by the amount of people that are playing this, it's not very good. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.